What's up, you guys? Your boy Bert with another video, and today we're gonna learn how to do some cinematic shots, some cinematic edits with your footage. So let's get right into it. I'm not gonna waste too much of your time. Here is the scene that I am going to be using. I went fishing with my buddy and we went out to, I think this was Dog Beach, literally across on the other side of the bridge. So we're on the right side of the bridge if you want to go. We caught a fat drum, and I'll be showing you guys that later. But here is the 10-second clip that I have. I'm going to show you. This is the clip, and we're going to make this look cinematic in just 10-15 minutes. Obviously, you can use this technique with all your footage, whether it's a minute long or an hour long, but we're gonna dive right into it so you can see how I do it and the process behind it. So you guys have already seen how I use my LUTs, and that's the first thing we're gonna do is what? Convert it. So we're gonna convert it from S-Log3 to Rec 709. So that is the first process. So you guys see right over here, first stages as always. You guys seen it. There it is. There, natural blue, no nothing. There's no augment. There is no alterations of this. You can see I was shooting 24 frames because the van in the background is very you can see the movement. So this is where we get into the LUTs. As you've seen in my previous video, it's very important that you choose your LUTs wisely because this will color tone everything in your video. So this is just literally getting colors to where you kind of feel like they should be. Some people don't like using LUTs. I think this is selection, it was a little bit more saturated, if you can see it. So I'm gonna change the process here. So my base is gonna be the conversion, and then I'm gonna do the LUT next. So this looks a little bit better, but it's still not the colors I kind of want to see. That looks better. There you go, nice and soft. The yellow, the oranges are more yellow, the blues are tealish. You got some magentas here in the shadows or in where the rays are not hitting directly. The van is still a little bit more magenta. I feel like this is something that we're gonna be able to use, and I think it's gonna be effective. So let's start with this. Okay, so let's watch the whole footage. This is me. Obviously it's not stabilized. I wasn't using the gimbal, everything was handheld. So the first process I'm gonna use is the sound. Nice. So the sound is there, you can hear the rolls, but this is where I want to get into. This feature right here in Final Cut Pro is something that is so important for any video that is shot in handheld. You hit it, it's gonna analyze the dominant motion, which is what? What is it analyzing? The dominant motion is trying to keep Eloy, which is this person right here, in the center frame. Now, if you peeped, it cropped in a little bit. So you guys can see, I'm going to take it off. It cropped in just a little bit, and while it's analyzing, it will crop in more, but it's going to help your video stay literally balanced and stabilized. Now it's like shooting here. I was shooting a 24 to 105 OSS lens. That is very important as well when you're shooting handheld, that your internal camera is stabilizing before you shoot anything handheld, because if you're not stabilizing inside your camera, then your footage is gonna be so shaky. So here is the stabilized shot. As you saw from the previous, there was more movement from this one. So you see the difference. So I'm gonna copy and paste it so you guys can see without stabilization what it would look like. So let's go from stabilization. Here we go. Very cool. Barely any movement. Looks like I have it on a gimbal or on a tripod or something. Then it goes from natural movement. You see that? And it's a big difference when you're shooting handheld, because your shot is stabilized and you're doing it in post, so you save so much time. Now it does render, so you will need a fast computer to help you render a little bit quicker and get your project done. If not, just highlight the whole project, stabilize it, and then let it sit for an hour or two. Okay, so now it's stabilized. We got a basic color grade that we want. Now let's get into the cinematic. So this is my favorite part. I do into color adjustments, and this is where I start tweaking my contrast. I'm very contrasty, but I like also sometimes the dull and gray depending on the shot. The brightness, I kind of bring it down since I do want a moody look. And then the saturation. Why am I bringing the saturation? Because I have a brown dude and I don't want him to get over yellow or over orange. So I want the blues to pop and I want the blacks to focus on him. So the shadows, I'm just tweaking. The warmth, I'm going to try to bring back the sky blue and the magenta in the back. A little bit better. Here we go. Here's the greens coming in. And then these three in the bottom, I kind of never touch. So far, so good. So now we go into the color hues, where we change the colors that we want. So what am I doing here? I am literally selecting this color yellow that I really don't like, and I am eliminating it from the spectrum of my video. So now the video is gonna look like a 3-tone. If you get the blue, you get the white, like his shirt blends in, the sky reflecting on the bottom, and then the pop of orange on his shirt. So here we go. I'm gonna get into the sky. I'm gonna go like a blurple. I'll make his skin tone is a little bit more orange. Good. And then the water, I'm gonna go with a little bit more. I'm gonna go with the teals a little bit. It's not much of a difference. This is where it gets good. In the Luma, now you gotta be careful with this because this has a lot of noise. But this is what brings your video to life. Look at this. Okay, so if I wanted to do like that, I could, but in reality, I don't want it to do that. I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit so the bridge and the fishermen pop. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm done with my hues and my color adjustments. Right now we're gonna go into my color wheels and we're gonna do the tint. So the tint gives you the magenta color or this green color. And I personally I think cinema color grades is a little bit more on the green side to me. And then bringing up my warmths. So the bridge is a little bit pastel color, just like that. And then we're gonna mess with our highlights, shadows. Well, this is my highlights that I'm bringing up, and then I'm bringing down my midtones. Shadows are coming up a little bit. And then color board. This is the most important part. This is the whole video. I bring it down. My shadows are bringing it up. And if you want to make it really bright, you can. I'm more of a moody type of guy. And I think that then we come down here. And I already have a preset saved, which you can do it too. And you can do a movie crop. So I do movie bars, so it's just crop. There you go. Crop, and then I'll go here, make them a little bit thicker just because we want to make it, oops, wrong one. We want to make it supposedly cinematic. There you go. And there you go. Let that render and look at the before to the after. And that is how you make something look cinematic. Remember, guys, I'm shooting on a Sony R5. It just dropped. It's brand new. It's awesome. Now, you can make this video a lot more cinematic if you want, but this is just the color grade for a cinema style edit. Now, as you can see in the color tones, your color palette would be blue, light yellow because of the bridge, orange because of his skin and shirt, and the light sky blue that's reflecting off the water and on the sky. So your color palette would be like 4 colors, and the green tint on the back. Okay, so that's it. That's exactly how you get something to look cinematic on your color grade. It's something super easy that you can learn and do and practice, but I always suggest practice before you start doing it on projects. So go out wherever you're shooting, always go out and shoot something, shoot your wife, shoot people. Wherever you're at, you have your camera in your hand and just start shooting, and then practice with that footage, because then you can do some awesome things with that BTS. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what I should be color grading next.